Hello, this video demonstrates a prototype based on AI-mediated counterspeech intervention using generative language models. What is a counterspeech? Counterspeech is a strategy to counteract the potential harm of cyberbullying by directly responding to the perpetrator. Did you know that counterspeech based on certain emotional tones have been shown to be effective in reducing online bullying where perpetrators stop at first offense, apologize, or delete the original text? Next, we are going to show the prototype demonstration of our AI-mediated counterspeech generator, which was developed by Sale Research Lab at Virginia Tech. Here's an example of a hateful post taken from Instagram. I don't know who would date you. You're a pizza face. Now, let's go to the landing page of our AI-mediated counterspeech generator. Step 1 is to type in a potentially harmful text into the input box. Step 2 is to click the detector button. The loading icon here shows that the model is generating an appropriate counterspeech for the input text. The user input will shortly be shown below. Step 3 is to click on one of the 5 tones of counterspeech to see the counterspeech generated by the GPT-3 model. We have 5 tones, 1 confrontational, 2 humorous, 3 empathetic, 4 educational, and finally diplomatic tone. Let's go ahead and click on the drop-down button for one of the 5 tones to display the corresponding counterspeech. Now, you can click on the scissors button to copy-paste the desired counterspeech into the text box here. Users can now edit the machine-generated counterspeech as they want, according to their preferences. Once the user is finished editing, they can click on the arrow button below to copy the final formatted text. Let's look at another example. You are so ugly. Go jump off a cliff. Let's test this example on our counterspeech generator. Click on the detector button. You can see the user input now. Click on one of the 5 tones to view the counterspeech generated. You can also click on the button next to each of the tones to display the definition of that particular tone of counterspeech. For instance, confrontational counterspeech is a type of counterspeech which is forceful and direct, aimed at challenging the offensive speaker or message. It can involve using strong language or even insults to make the point clear. Its purpose is to expose the harmful nature of the speech and to discourage its use. You can now click on the cross button to close the dialog box. Again, click on the scissors button to copy the text. You can edit the text as you want, and then click on the drop-down button to copy the formatted text. You can also click on the clipboard button next to the arrow button to copy the text onto the clipboard. Let's go ahead and try one more example. This example was taken from Reddit. I'm a total loser with no friends. We are also experimenting with negative self-talk type posts. Let's test this on our counterspeech generator. Click on the detector button. You can now see the user input. Let's test one of the 5 tones. Here's the counterspeech generated for the negative self-talk type post by our counterspeech generator based on GPT-3 model. You can click on the scissors button to copy, edit the text as you like, and then click on the arrow button below to copy the final formatted text. Thank you.